I'm here as a third-party intervener and a special appearance. Again, that's on him.
Mr. Lester, I've muted your device, Mr. Lester, because you are being disruptive. I am going to hold you in contempt and sentence you to 93 days in jail. Let me do one thing at a time. Your constant interrupting me.
I'm just tired, man. I'm tired.
Stop interrupting me, Mr. Lester.
Damn.
And so I'm going to deny the request for a personal recognizance bond.
That's crazy. Because I ain't white.
Today's case takes us inside a courtroom that feels more like a battleground than a place of law. At the center is Mr. Lester, a man who proudly identifies as a sovereign citizen, convinced that the country's laws hold no power over him. From the moment proceedings begin, the air is thick with tension. The judge makes it clear early on, fantasy legal theories won't find traction here. What follows is a verbal duel, each side refusing to yield, with the gavel acting more like a referee's whistle than a tool of order. But here's the truth. No matter how loudly someone claims sovereign citizen status, the legal system doesn't hand out exemptions. Courts hear this line often, and it never changes the outcome. In fact, even Lester's own attorney stepped away, formally withdrawing from the case after reaching their limit. That alone says plenty about what was happening behind the scenes. What we're about to witness isn't just another hearing. It's a slow-burning clash that will only get hotter as it unfolds. Asterisk.
We are here today for a pretrial hearing in this case, and we are proceeding today by video conference and also in person. We are, or first let me ask the attorneys to place their appearance on the record, beginning with Ms. McClure.
B.B. McClure, on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Michael Dagger-Margosian for Mr. Lester.
All right, and Mr. Dagger-Margosian, where do we stand with Mr. Lester's case today?
Your Honor, at this point, I don't. There's a breakdown of attorney-client relationship. I can't move forward and represent Mr. Lester. I've without getting into the details. Obviously, those are privileged, but it's clear that Mr. Lester either needs to move forward pro se, and I can certainly be on standby, or I can conflict this out, but our office is not going to be able to represent Mr. Lester.
Yeah, I would like the ACLU to report. I forwarded everything to the ACLU. They already have my file and the Civil Rights Commission.
Mr. Lester, I'm sorry, but the microphone at the jail is really bad. There's a bad echo there.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, so I can hear you. The issue is if you could talk not quite so loudly, because it's an echo in the room that causes the problem.
I'm the ACLU and the Civil Rights Commission already are on notice. You can move my file to those. I have sent them my complaints. I've also got the failure to appear, what I was picked up for in the first place, was dismissed. And Mr. Margosian is trying to move forward with a trial, and I'm not feeling that. I want to move for an immediate dismissal because I was harassed for 3 days, and they already have wind of this. There should be they should be asking for the body cams from August 2nd as well as the 4th. I still haven't went over any evidence. So the Civil Rights Commission has my paperwork, and my affidavits rather, and the ACLU is on standby as well. I just rather for my whole file to go to them and let them represent them. Let them take a look at what's going on. I don't have any transcripts. I haven't talked to Mr. Margosian since then. I had to have the jail email the courts for a court date because I've been sitting here for so long. Like I said, the failure to appear got dismissed. That's what I was picked up for originally.
Okay, so Mr. Lester, you've been charged with possession of methamphetamine and 2 counts of assaulting, resisting, obstructing a police officer.
The puzzle pieces fall into place when the real charge surfaces: possession of methamphetamine. This isn't just a man arguing about jurisdiction. There's a serious criminal allegation shaping the entire backdrop. That makes his antics in court all the more bizarre. Then comes an eyebrow-raising demand. Lester insists on a special lawyer, as if the justice system runs like a custom mortar menu. What's fascinating and a bit surreal is watching him try to bargain with reality itself. You can feel the judge's patience stretching thin, yet the case marches forward. Every exchange adds heat to the room, and you get the sense this is just the warm-up. The real fireworks are waiting in the wings, and they're not far off. Point 3 asterisk.
You have previously been represented by the public defender's office, and they are requesting to withdraw as your attorney at this point. If that were to happen, another attorney would be assigned to you.
I just said the ACLU. I don't know what part of that nobody understands, but the ACLU is on standby as well as the Civil Rights Commission. I said it again. You can forward that all over there to them, and they'll take the case without no money. You know it like
All
I
right.
know it.
So, Mr. Lester, that is not an option that I have to send this case over to the ACLU. If you want the ACLU,
I do though, because I do though. So let's get that understood. Now I have that opportunity to do that, and I'm requesting that on record.
okay, you can request that, but the court is not in a position to do that. If you want someone else to
I am,
represent,
sir. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not simple as you just putting the case together and sending it to them. It's not even you. Mr. Margosian can do it. It's not even your office that needs to do it.
Mr. Lester, please don't interrupt me when I'm talking to you.
Right. Here we go.
All right. Right now, the public defender's office represents you. I'm going.
No, they don't. He just said he didn't want to represent.
All right, Mr. Lester is off camera. I don't know whether he's still in the room.
I'm standing right here. I can hear everybody. I'm here as a third-party intervener and a special appearance.
All right, Mr. Lester, are you in agreement with Mr. Dagger Margosian's request to withdraw from your case?
That's on him. Like I said before, I wanted to go to the ACLU or the Civil Rights Commission. I'm going to say it again for the court of record. They are on standby. They already know about all of this. I shouldn't have never been picked up in the first place. I was harassed for 3 days. 3 days. And you have the transcripts right there in front of you when the officers admitted that they just wanted me.
Next, Lester pivots into defense mode, claiming police had been targeting him and subjecting him to harassment for 3 straight days. But based on his courtroom behavior, the dynamic almost appears reversed. It's the judge and court staff who seem under siege. The contradiction is glaring, playing the role of a wronged citizen while simultaneously provoking every authority figure in the room. It's a strategy that might stir sympathy in casual arguments, but in a courtroom, it lands with a thud. Over the years, these sovereign citizen displays have only grown more theatrical, and watching them leaves you asking a simple question. Does he truly believe this narrative, or is the performance itself the real point?
And it's in the police report.
Mr. Lester, I need a yes or no answer to the question of whether you are.
Again, that's on him.
Mr. Lester, I've muted your device, Mr. Lester, because you are being disruptive and you are not allowing this court process to continue. I'm going to give this one more opportunity. I'm going to unmute your device. I'm going to ask you the question. If you don't answer or if you continue with this disruptive behavior, I am going to hold you in contempt and sentence you to 93 days in jail.
Very unprofessional.
Mr. Lester, are you in agreement or are you not in agreement with Mr. Dagger Margosian's request to withdraw as your attorney?
Well, if you please, yeah, I'm in agreement with that. If you please send that file over to the ACLU, please. I'm in agreement with that. Mr. Margosian, are you in agreement with you send that over to the ACLU, please?
Can I get like a contact information? I mean, I don't just send a file to
You know, okay, yeah, but you know where the ACLU office is. I can get that to you. Yes, no problem. You can go off screen. I can get that to you. I have it right here in front of you. No problem. No problem.
And if that for whatever reason, I mean, that's outside the normal.
Man, I'm not. It's as simple as saying my rights have been violated. You know that. We're not going to keep going back and forth. I'm not doing it.
All right. Mr. Lester, please stop. So Mr. Lester has consented to Mr. Dagger Margosian withdrawing as his attorney. If there's some arrangement for Mr. Dagger Margosian to send information to the ACLU, that is, the court has no control over whether he is going to do that, and the court has no authority to require him to do that.
And you're
what the court, what the court is required to do under this process is to provide for the appointment of a special public defender. If Mr. Lester can get the ACLU to represent him, then you need to make arrangements to do that. And if there's an appearance filed by the ACLU, then they are welcome to represent him. But as it stands now, he is without attorney, and the court will make the appropriate arrangements to have a special public defender appointed. If the ACLU wants to substitute in place of that person, they are welcome to do so.
Yeah. I also like for a PR bond. I've been sitting here almost 180 days. My bond is ridiculous. My family's not going to be able to pay that.
All right, I will adjourn this case to February 7th.
I'm requesting a bond, please, for the court of record.
Mr. Lester, let me do one thing at a time. You're constantly interrupting me.
I'm just tired, man. I'm tired.
Stop interrupting me, Mr. Lester.
Damn.
By now, it's hard not to wonder whether Lester's stubbornness is rooted in conviction or simply an appetite for chaos. Had he worked with his legal team instead of against them, he might already be negotiating probation or a plea deal.
Oh, stay.
He pushes boundaries like a contestant trying to set a record for courtroom defiance. Here's what he seems to forget. Contempt of court is not a prop for dramatic effect. It's a real, enforceable sanction that can tack days, weeks, or even months onto a sentence. Still, he continues, testing every limit, almost inviting the gavel to fall against him. The atmosphere reaches boiling point, and you can sense a breaking moment coming, one that will mark the turning point of this hearing. Asterisk.
How did it, man?
Pretrial is adjourned to February 7th at 8:15 a.m. Mr. Lester has made a request for a personal recognizance bond. Court has addressed the issue of bond with Mr. Lester numerous times previously. My decision on bond and reasons for it at this point have not changed.
Supposed to be professional.
Mr. Lester currently has a
Too expensive, sir. Too expensive.
Mr. Lester currently has a $5,000 cash or surety bond in this case, and that is appropriate, in my opinion, to assure his further appearances at this court. And so I'm going to deny the request for a personal recognizance bond.
That's crazy. Because I ain't white. Mr. Mark, go to
Mr. Lester. All right, you know what, Mr. Lester, stop.
No.
I muted your device, Mr. Lester. You have been warned repeatedly by me in this hearing as well as in other hearings. You are in contempt of this court as a result of your behavior here today. It's a sentence of the court that you served 93 days in the Lenawee County Jail. There's no further information that the court needs to find the contempt. It was directed in the presence of the court and after being warned numerous times. So, Mr. Lester, you can let the officer that's with you know that you are done with court for today. I will put the device in the waiting room until you are gone.
And then, the tipping point. Lester openly accuses the judge of racism. In any courtroom, that's a dangerous charge to throw without evidence. But here, it instantly hardens the perception that he's more focused on blame than resolution. This isn't someone preparing to take responsibility. It's a man doubling down on the role of perpetual victim. To the judge's credit, composure holds longer than most could manage in the face of constant provocation. But eventually, the inevitable happens. A contempt ruling. Truth be told, it could have been handed down much earlier. In the end, Lester's sentence might be lighter than his behavior deserved, yet his courtroom track record hints that freedom isn't on the immediate horizon. There's a moment in every legal battle where excuses stop working and consequences take center stage. This was that moment. Whether you think the judge was too firm or just appropriately decisive, one lesson is clear: theatrical defiance almost always backfires inside a courtroom.